Hello, everybody. Christy Mickelson here. And I'm coming on tonight because I've had some really great and interesting questions asked to me by some of my readers and fans. And I'm dying to get online and answer some of them. Let's get started. So, question number one was: do I believe that you can be in love with more than one person at a time? Let's chat about that. I honestly think you can be in love with someone more than one person at a time. I am in love with my husband. He is my best friend. He is someone that I laugh with, I talk with, I confide with, and I couldn't get along without him in my life. However, however, most of my really good friends are guys. And most of the time when a girl and a guy are friends, it's most of the time they hang out, they flirt a little bit out of fun or whatever, but not with my guy friends. My guy friends are almost like girlfriends. We sit and we talk and we confide in each other. We're able to lift each other up when we're down. So I believe that yes, you can love more than one person at a time, but I often feel it's a different type of love for each person. With my husband, I believe it's a romantic love. It's a love that I want to go and hold his hand, or I want to cuddle with him at night. Yeah, I wish he was here more at night. He's a truck driver, so he's not home a lot. But those are things I want with my husband. But with my guy friends, yes, I enjoy a hug from them, but I'm able to converse with them about subjects that my husband doesn't really get into. My husband's not into uh, books or wrestling or baseball or the things that I love. I mean, he's into Indian powwows and things like that. So he has his friends that he talks to, and he loves his friends, and I love my friends. It's a different type of love, though. You have romantic love, you have friendship kind of love, and you have love for people that have come close to you, that are almost like brotherly love and things. So I do believe you can love more than one person at a time. I just honestly feel it's different types of love. Do I think it would be okay to go out and have sex with my husband and then have sex with the best friend who can make me laugh? No, that's not what I'm saying at all. Every relationship in your life has a purpose. Whether you're a guy and a girl, or whether you're two girls, or whether you're two guys, or whether you're a bunch of group of people, every single relationship you have in your life has a purpose. And whether you feel love for all those people, it's okay as long as you are willing to accept whatever consequences may come down to. And what I mean by that is, I love my husband. I'm not going to cheat on my husband. But some people do test the waters with those other relationships. And if they're willing to accept the consequences, there's nothing I can say about that. That's not for me to judge. Is that something that I'm going to go out and do? No, because I don't feel that I need to go and do that. I'm very happy in my own life. But there are some people that are so confused by the feelings that they may be feeling for they have a spouse, but somebody else is lifting them up lately. And some people might test the water. In my own experience, it never works out when you go to partner number two. Now, some people might have had more luck with that. I don't know. I don't know. I can honestly tell you, though, that yes, I love my spouse so much that I'm not going to go out and cheat, but I do have a romantic feeling for somebody else in my life. And I don't act upon that feeling. That's the trick. You don't act upon it, but I know that that other person in my life has my back. That person is there when I need them to lift me up. That person is there when I'm feeling down about myself. That person is there for me emotionally. And truthfully, it's a really fine line. It is such a fine line. You have to believe and trust in yourself not to walk the line if you don't want to hurt your spouse or your significant other. It's a really fine line. But in short, to answer the question, yes, I do believe you can love more than one person at a time. Now, to be honest, I don't know how to take that question because you can love people without it being romantic love. As I was just saying, I love my mom. I love my kids. I loved my dad. I love my friends. There's all kinds of different loves. So I guess to really get deep into this topic, I would have to know more about what you're trying to ask. Do you mean romantic love? Can you be into a relationship with one person and romantically love another person at the same time? I've heard of it happening. I've heard of it happening. And at one time, I honestly thought that I was going through that. But I know now, like I had to not test the waters, but I know in my mind and in my heart that I could never hurt my spouse. So I think that's the difference. If your heart is saying, go ahead and test the waters over here, then it probably wasn't real love with the first person. That's what my opinion is. And again, I'm no expert. I am no doctor or anything like that. I'm answering your questions. I hope they give you some insight. But in my own personal opinion, I highly believe that if you're willing to cheat on the first person, it probably wasn't actual true love. And we might do a whole podcast later on about what is love and what is romance and what is the different types of love. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and go to the second question of the day. And the second question of the day was, do I really feel that what I'm doing is making a difference in this world? Because my whole point and my mission statement is that I want to make a difference to people. I want to make a difference to at least one person. And people have been seeing me post on Twitter lately a quote that I've come up with that I'm actually going to make some merchandise with called "Be the Voice, Be the Change." Let me explain my thoughts on all this. Yes, I do think that what I'm doing is going to make a difference to at least one person. It doesn't have to be 1 million people to make a difference. If I can make a difference to just one person in this world, then I will feel so glad and happy. And that's what's going to touch my heart. That's what's going to make me feel accomplished in this life. What I'm doing by advocating for the causes that I feel are important, autism, cancer, lupus, suicide prevention, all of the things that I feel are important. If me talking about it can help one person, that would be so amazing. And sometimes it's not about just me talking. Sometimes it could be about listening. You never know. Like one of the people that I do feel that I have helped out at least a little bit, all I did was listen to the person. I didn't try to advise them. I didn't try to tell them what to do, anything like that. I just let them know that, you know what? I care for you. I'm here for you. Go ahead and talk to me. It doesn't matter if it's day or night. You feeling bad? Shoot me that text message, and I'm going to be there to help you and walk you through the problem. Now, can I always help with the problem? No. I'm no expert. I don't claim to be an expert. But what I can be is a friend. And what I can be is compassionate. And what I can be is kind. What I can be is your voice when you don't have a voice anymore to stand up for yourself. I can be your voice of reason. I can be your voice of compassion. I can make a difference just by listening to you, being kind to you and to others. So do I feel that I can make a difference just by doing what I'm doing? Yes. Sometimes all it takes is being kind to other people. I happen to know there are some people out there that I have encountered in my life who have been really depressed and have been really down and have been to the point of wanting to take their life. But because of one person saying, hey, you know what? You look good today. That person changed that other person's perspective. That person that said that nice word to that other person changed their whole mentality of, hey, they noticed me. Oh my goodness. I don't have to feel so bad anymore. And to be honest with you, I'm one of those people. There has been a time in my life, and sometimes recently too, to be honest, there was a time in my life where I was so depressed. I didn't want to live anymore. I didn't want to handle the pain anymore. I didn't want to live with the gut-wrenching depression that I had. But there was one person in my life at the time in California that really lifted my spirits. They made me feel loved and cared for and special. And I'm not talking romantic love, I'm talking friend love. They made me feel that I was going to be okay. And to this day, I still talk to this person quite a bit. We text quite a bit still. I moved out of state, so it's harder for me to see them in person. But because of that one person, I changed my whole perspective. I was like, okay, this person noticed me. So if that person notices me, maybe the next person will. And if they think that I have a purpose in this life, then maybe they're right. And maybe I'm just too hard on myself. And Lord knows I am quite hard on myself sometimes. And I didn't mean to get emotional on you guys. You see, I still deal with a lot of my own insecurities and a lot of depression and things that are hard for me to talk about. But if I can help one person feel the exact same way that I felt when that friend of mine lifted me up, then yes, I've made a difference. And so I do feel that advocating for causes that are important to me will make a difference. And I do feel that my slogan, be kind, be the voice, be the change, can help others. Because sometimes we all just need a gentle reminder that all it takes is for you to open your mouth and say, hey, I like your hair today. Or, you know what? I like what you were saying. That was really important. And you know what? That touched my heart. Things like that, just simple little sentences, can change the life of other people. So once again, yes, I feel that what I'm doing can make a difference to the world. Let me rephrase that. I don't mean the whole world. If I could make the difference to one person, then I would be extremely happy. All it takes is just one person. And then sometimes that causes a domino effect. I'm kind to this person in turn is kind over here. It's a domino effect. If we can all just be the voice, be the change, and make a difference, you can save a life. That's what happened for me back in California. One person was my voice. One person was my change. And that one person saved my life. So yes, I do feel what I'm doing can make a difference. And I do know that I have been told by a couple of people that just being there for them, listening to them when they were having troubles at 3 a.m, or listening to them when nobody else would, was what saved them. So I do feel that I'm doing something good out there. And the last question of the day, which is the one that shocks me and it makes me laugh and at the same time makes me kind of embarrassed and blush a little bit. But it's so wonderful to hear that I have to bring it on here. Somebody asked me, one of my readers out in Canada, her name is Deanna. Hi, Deanna. She asked me, what does it feel like to be an online celebrity? Let me straighten that out, Deanna. I'm not a celebrity at all, not online, not in person. I just happen to be a person trying to make a name for themselves. And if I get a little popularity from it, that's great. But I'm nowhere near a celebrity. I love you to death for saying that. You have made my day. You're making me see I'm all smiles with this because it's so kind and cute, and I don't know what else to say about it. It really shocked me to hear that because I'm nowhere near a celebrity. But I do adore you for thinking that. I truly feel at the bottom of my heart that I needed to hear something like that today. So thank you, Deanna, for brightening my day with just a simple question. But again, I'm not a celebrity. I'm just a person out here trying to make a name for myself and getting a little bit of popularity. I'm not super popular, but hey, if I've gained a couple fans just from a few little talks and a few books, then I'm happy. So once again, I wanted to come on and say, yes, I think I make a difference. Yes, I believe you can be in love with more than one person at a time. And yes, it feels good to gain some popularity, but I'm nowhere near a celebrity. I do want to take the time to thank every single one of you out there who have either picked up one of my books or promoted my name and promoted my brand or retweeted me or shared my post or anything like that. It's because of all of you that I am getting out there and I'm doing what my goal in life was. I am getting my name out there to make a difference through books and stories and through advocating. It's because of all of you that the Christy Mickelson book brand is growing, that Christy Mickelson brand is thriving, and I love all of you for it. If it weren't for you, there would be none of this. And I just need to give a couple shout outs to a few people that have helped me out along the way. Number one, and most, first and foremost, is my husband. Because if it weren't for him putting up with a clankety clank of me typing on my keyboard late at night when he was home, some of those books wouldn't have gotten out there. Number two, my good friends in California. There's so many of you to name. Susie Q, Sumo, Joe, Darlene, Nicole, like all of you, Michelle. I love all of you guys to death. If it weren't for you and the support you gave me when I was first starting, I wouldn't have got here either. And one of the big ones out here in Texas, Axel Savage, thank you for all of your support, along with all the wrestlers between Top of Texas Wrestlers and SCP and Rampage Wrestling. If it weren't for you guys, in fact, you could see my wrestlers on the wall. I love my boys. I love them all to death. If it weren't for all of you giving me support, again, I wouldn't be here today. And a huge, huge shout out to Billy Dees. Billy Dees, the podcaster. Billy Dees is my mentor, my friend, and someone I look up to quite a bit. And if it weren't for him, I really wouldn't be getting some of the popularity I get today, because he's the one that kind of got me out there talking on social audio, and he's very supportive of everything that I do. So Billy Dees, I love you to death. You're a great person. If you haven't checked out the Billy Dees podcast, please check it out. It's available on anywhere that podcasts are available: Apple, Good Pods, Spotify, Pandora, anywhere that podcasts are available. Find Billy Dees. He's a wonderful guy. The audience always matters, and he's always got great conversations going on. And I'm on his show, quite a bit. I think because I've appeared on his show. I have helped co-host a couple of them. So check him out. He's a wonderful guy. And some of my lady friends here, Graciela, Maria, Ruth, all of you, Rose, all of you have been a wonderful support system. All of you are a wonderful support system along my journey. So I had to give you guys a shout out too. All right, everybody, I'm going to close this little YouTube video. I just wanted to come on and answer those fan questions really quick because they're really interesting topics. And I think some of them might be able to be turned into like an actual podcast, like a good 30, 40 minute, along with some interviews with it, like get other people onto it. So you know what? We might be visiting these topics again real soon. Until then, be safe, everybody. Be kind. Be joyful. Be the difference to other people. Be the voice. Be the change. And have a great day.